Bringing Up Bates star Katie Bates Clark is getting a lot of attention following her latest vlog with Travis. The 24-year-old mom has been documenting her life as a mother to two children. She welcomed her second child last September. Katie and Travis have been celebrating since, but her latest vlog shows that she's been going through something amid all the happiness. Keep reading to see her emotional video. Bringing Up Bates. How's Katie Bates today? Katie has been relishing every moment with her kids. Earlier this month, the Bringing Up Bates star uploaded a clip of her family doing their first art project together. They painted their hands and stamped them on a canvas. Aside from her growing family, Katie has also been making efforts to spend time with her family, especially after relocating to Tennessee. Last October, Katie, Carlin, and Josie left many fans in awe after bringing their mother to New Hampshire to celebrate her birthday. Katie breaks down from postpartum. Some Redditors react to Katie Bates Clark's latest vlog. The Bringing Up Bates star opened up about her postpartum and how difficult it has been since she welcomed her second child. She got emotional, adding that she lost sense of who she was. Considering that Katie only had her second child, several people believe that she may not follow her other siblings in having as many kids as they could. She seemed extremely distraught. "I hope she's getting care for this." She mentioned she is fine sometimes, but also breaks down and can't stop sobbing for prolonged periods. That's a huge red flag for postpartum depression. That goes beyond baby blues. She's also probably still dealing with trauma from the birth and Harvey being in the NICU. She is a perfectionist and wanting to do it all but realizing that it's harder than she thought it would be. You could tell she was off during that girl's trip for Kelly's birthday. She didn't post much and looked tired in the short videos that were shared. "I wish they waited to have another kid like Katie wanted." Katie wanted 3 to 4 years in between Haley and baby number 2, but Travis pushed and pushed all because he grew up close in age with his siblings. Katie surely is seeing how she should have put her foot down. Postpartum is hard when you don't have a grandma to stay with you overnight multiple nights a week. Too bad they moved away from Grandma Clark, and we all know Kelly Jo is only down for a good time and not actual work. Bringing Up Bates. Katie Bates shares Haley's first dentist visit. Katie Bates Clark also took to social media to share an adorable clip from Haley's first visit to the dentist. According to the Bringing Up Bates star, she was quite nervous about how her daughter would handle it. However, she was surprised about how well she did, adding that she was so proud of her. When Katie Bates Clark looked at herself in the mirror that morning, she didn't recognize the woman staring back. The young mom who once radiated energy and joy now stood with tired eyes, dark circles like bruises of exhaustion under them, and hair that hadn't been washed in days. She tried to smile, but her lips trembled. Just a few months ago, her Instagram feed had been a highlight reel of baby showers, nursery tours, and sweet maternity photos with Travis kissing her belly. Everyone in the Bates family and their devoted fan base watched with hearts full as Katie blossomed into motherhood. But no one really talks about what happens when the hospital balloons deflate, when the visitors stop coming, when the night is still and the baby won't sleep. It was 3 a.m. again. She sat cross-legged on the nursery floor, cradling tiny Haley in her arms. The baby's cries pierced the silence. Katie rocked back and forth, whispering shushing sounds that made her feel more like a ghost than a mother. Her own sobs mixed with her daughter's. Travis was asleep down the hall, exhausted from balancing work and being a new dad. He didn't see Katie crumble behind closed doors, how the weight of motherhood pressed on her chest like a boulder she couldn't lift. In the weeks after Haley's birth, Katie found herself caught between two worlds. Online, she posted perfectly filtered snapshots, the baby's first smile, cuddles with Grandma Kelly Jo, the adorable monogrammed onesies that fans sent by the dozens. But offline, she felt a storm brewing inside her that she couldn't control. Every diaper blowout felt like a disaster. Every feeding that ended in spit up made her feel like a failure. The more she scrolled through other moms' posts, the more she wondered what was wrong with her. Why did they look so happy, so put together? Why did their babies nap peacefully while hers fought sleep like a warrior? The guilt was relentless. She was a Bates, raised to believe that children were a blessing, that motherhood was the highest calling. But here she was, crying on the bathroom floor at dawn, wishing she could just run away for an hour, maybe a day, just to remember who she was before. Travis tried to help. He held her when she broke down, whispering that she was a good mom, that she was enough. But even his words sometimes stung, because she didn't feel like enough. How could she, when she found herself staring out the window, wondering if the fog she felt would ever lift? Katie didn't want to admit it at first. Not to Travis, not to her mom, not even to her sisters who'd walked this path before. She didn't want to say the word postpartum. It felt like a failure, an admission that she couldn't handle what God had given her. But one morning, after yet another night of no sleep, she found herself standing in the living room with Haley in her arms, screaming, and Katie couldn't stop herself from shouting back. She scared herself. That was the moment she knew she needed help. She called Kelly Jo first. Her mom answered on the second ring, her voice warm and gentle as always. Katie didn't say anything for a full minute, just sobbed into the phone, the dam finally breaking. Kelly Jo didn't tell her to pull herself together. She didn't recite Bible verses about strength or perseverance. She just listened. She told Katie she'd felt the same darkness after some of her own babies were born, that it didn't make her a bad mom, it just made her human. That afternoon, Katie let Travis make her an appointment with her doctor. She sat in the waiting room, knees bouncing, heart pounding. She felt like everyone was staring at her, seeing her cracks and flaws. But the doctor didn't judge her, he listened. He explained postpartum depression and anxiety in words that made her feel less alone. He gave her tools, options, therapy, community, maybe even medication if she wanted it. For the first time, Katie felt like there might be a way back to herself. Slowly, she opened up to her sisters. Carlin brought her coffee and held Haley so Katie could shower. Erin dropped off a basket of homemade freezer meals, telling her she didn't need to pretend to be okay. Alyssa called every evening, just to check in, even if Katie didn't want to talk. Bit by bit, the fortress of loneliness she built around herself started to crack. Katie found the courage to share her story with her fans, too. She sat on her couch one rainy afternoon, hair pulled back, no makeup, eyes raw but honest. She hit record. In the video, she spoke through tears, telling her followers the truth, that the early days of motherhood had broken her down in ways she hadn't expected. That postpartum depression was real, and that asking for help didn't mean she loved her baby any less. She talked about the nights she felt like she was drowning and the mornings she found light again. She didn't post it for sympathy. She posted it so maybe another young mom, rocking her baby alone at 3 a.m., would know she wasn't the only one feeling lost in the fog. The comments poured in by the thousands. Other moms shared their stories, the panic attacks, the sleepless nights, the guilt that never seemed to fade. Katie read them all, tears running down her cheeks. For the first time, she didn't feel so alone. Haley is 6 months old now. There are still hard nights. There are still days when Katie questions if she's doing enough, if she's good enough. But the darkness is lifting. She's learning to breathe through the chaos, to accept help, to show herself grace. She watches Haley giggle in her crib and feels a flicker of hope. Maybe this part of motherhood, the messy, raw, unfiltered part, is where the real beauty lies. Katie knows she isn't perfect, but she's learning she doesn't have to be. She's just a mom, doing her best, one sunrise at a time.